Hello and welcome back to Dralvin's Den. Today we're going to take a tour through the house that I'm making for my friend Brittany. We're in Henford and Bagley. I just wanted to give a good view of the surroundings first. And it's got some custom content. There will be a version on the gallery without the custom content. And I will have the CC files on my OneDrive. So if anybody is interested in having this version that you see in the video, I can make it available to you when it's ready. I'm still doing some work on it, so this is just a sort of a sneak peek. So we have these paths lit with these solar lights, which I've also used in the garden beds, and you can see back there a little playhouse for the kids. And so I've used the lights underneath plants and rocks and layering of the landscaping and these preformed garden bed kind of things to keep it, I wanted it to be a little bit wild but constrained. Like this is well maintained. They let it grow just enough to be pretty but not enough to be a problem. And I just wanted the feeling of like someone who loves gardening. And I wanted to have, my friend B is an artist, so I wanted to have really beautiful surroundings. So I gave her this little like pond. And I can see over there I've got a few plants I've got to bring down into the landscaping. So it's really good for me to do this video for you guys and walk at this level and see things that just need to be touched up. It's a big project. I'd say I'm only half done it, which will seem surprising when you see everything that's already in it, but I'm really picky about finalizing things to my high standards. But so I've got some easels out here, like she could just sit and paint next to the pond. And there's plenty of plants all around, whether it be these little gardening bench. Like I want it to be a place that she's maintaining. It's her dream home for her Sims family, and so when they move in, there will be one teenager still at home, and there'll be a couple of guest rooms for when her other kids come back to visit. So there is a playhouse here because I assume they will bring their grandkids. There's also an animal shed and a chicken coop. And I've left a lot of backyard space in case you want to do planters or a garden plot. But yeah, so that's... And then I've worked... This is actually a couple different trees I put together. And I'll have to work with them a little bit because, as you can see, they're clipping through the roof of the thing. But I don't know if I want that to be roofed or if I might turn it into like a pergola, where it'd be okay that there's branches growing through because it would be open. That's an area I've got to figure out. But I've actually stuck a couple of trees together to make this larger tree and strung it up with lights and lanterns, just like the ones in front. I just really like the idea that, this house has been here long enough that these just giant trees, I wish they would pop in more, but it's hard to see them unless you're at a certain angle, unfortunately. But, yeah, the other tree on that side is like this one. I don't know what angle I have to be at to see it, but I just chose a giant tree, and I like the idea that they hung these lanterns and they hung these lights when it was a smaller tree and it's grown huge. And so somebody's got to bring out, like, a giant ladder. Excuse me, or maybe a fire truck, to change the bulbs sometimes. And so that's the external. I still have a lot of touching up to do, and maybe more laying with the landscape. But I wanted it to feel really, really lived in. Not the light outside at night. And then we come in through these front doors, and you're in the entryway, with a nice coat rack, umbrellas, nice little entryway table with a whole bunch of stuff. One of those hall trees. And I'll probably put some shoes or some boxes up in those shelves, but I love these like storage bench hall trees because like part of the feel for me, especially rustic, is things that look like they could have been built in things with plenty of storage so that you can have it be a little bit tidier, not as much clutter in certain areas. And this door over here leads to the first guest room, which is very pink for her daughters. Lots of these ivy curtains, black pink, because just like my daughters, her daughters are very into K-pop. And I wanted them to have, like, since it would be like an adult daughter coming, they would have, a place to work. One of the things I haven't added yet, and I may add it to the teenagers' room, I don't know, or the guest room upstairs, is space for, like, small children, grandchildren to visit. The room up there does have a bunk bed. So if the teenager is grown, it could be for, grandkids. Or maybe the teenager just sleeps in the upstairs room with a double bed and that just becomes the grandkids' room. I don't know yet. It'll be an option for her. But here's the living room, with updated technology, nice frame TV, but all the furniture is still very rustic. Like this is the original furniture. These would be the original kitchen counters and stools and table and chairs, and she would just have to, update if she wanted to. Or this could be something that her Sims pass down to their kids, and their kids will update it. But there are a few newer touches like the TV, the electronics, the mirror here. And through here we have a very nice little bathroom laundry room. And I love the things like these rumple towels. I love it to look lived in, to feel lived in. And these are maybe some that have been cleaned and just hung nicely, but the guests have used the other one. And just having that like built-in feeling. And before I show you the master suite, we'll come around this side because this divider for the two rooms actually serves a purpose as I turned it into a small storage space. A bunch of boxes like the Halloween, Christmas decorations, picnic baskets, old books, all kinds of things, records. Just a little storage space. Like maybe the family's been coming here for several generations and there's just all kinds of stuff back there. And I haven't really cluttered up the kitchen yet because I kind of want to let her pick what clutter she wants in there. Same for like the dining room table. And then through here, the master suite. So we have a nice frame TV over the dresser with all kinds of knickknacks, odds and ends. Lots of plants and art. And I just love, the book nook might be one of my favorite kits for the clutter. And just like some reading books, some plants. And then a beautiful master bed with a nice couch at the end so you can sit and watch the TV. And it gives you a little sitting area. And then we have 3 doors in the master suite. So we have a full bathroom, toilet, shower, some artwork on the wall, these floating sinks. I feel like the master bedroom got renovated not too long ago, just for more comfort, but they kept the rustic look in the kitchen, dining, general living room. Lots of plants still. And then this side is just the bathtub. And I feel like this might have been all one big bathroom at one time with like older fixtures, and that in the reno they just split it up like that so someone could be taking a bath and someone could be doing a shower or using the bathroom, brushing their teeth. Just the leisurely things. And then through here was a walk-in closet that has been updated to reflect, a more modern take with, the built-in being more modern looking and having this little sitting area and then having a work desk. For the husband of the family maybe to do streaming or office work. And I feel like Brittany might use the one in the guest bedroom. Her tune might use the one in the guest bedroom where it's got all that nice setup in gaming, and that it's also just there for guests to use. And then we leave the master suite, and that is the total of the downstairs. And I've got little like touches like having, the extra seats, set up over here when they're not needed. And like you could pull the table out from the wall and add extra seats if you have company. And so to get to the upstairs, we come around here. And I didn't like the way the stairs railings were, so I've used the tool mod to sort of make a sort of rustic custom stair railing. And it's this little window to the backyard as we go up. And you can tell this is an artist's house with the canvas storage out here. And then before I show you the studio and the rooms beyond it, this little hallway, and this is the second guest room that could also become the teens room. So there's a lot of flexibility. She can arrange things as she wants, change things as she wants, to fit her family. But I felt like this was kind of the room where it's got a very nice bed, very nice artwork, but it's also got a bit of the older furniture that just kind of got tossed in here, like an older flat screen TV. Maybe this was the original TV down in the living room, original TV stand, older dresser, playing with the rugs a little bit. But some like fresh sort of pop art with the plants, and so they didn't want it to feel, and the bed is clearly like a bit older mattress and maybe older comforter, but this new updated duvet and pillows to kind of give it life, and a new headboard. And then just some art supplies out here. Like, as an artist, your studio far outgrows the studio bounds. And so we've got a little half bath here in that it's got a shower and a toilet. But there is a laundry sink once you step into the studio, because I figured having the sink here made more sense, and then you could wash up and toilet in there. But having the sink right here for paint and stuff, like having a laundry sink, made more sense. And we got shelves and tables, drafting desks, this little work area here with a movable cart you could move around the room, and more area to sketch, lots of shelving to store all the supplies. Another little drafting table here, the working easel, that's view outside the windows. It was very important to me to have natural light in the turret, and it was tricky working with the circle walls, but I'm really glad I did. And these are the big lights from like the Moschino pack. And just a nice big workspace. And if you go through here, you get to the more full bathroom up here, which is mainly just used by the teen. I feel like the guest would use the other bathroom with a shower and toilet. and maybe wash their hands in the laundry sink. Maybe they'd come over here too. I don't know. It really is as needed, but I wanted to give the teen sort of a little ensuite, and then you come through here to the final room of the house, which could be the teen room, or again, like I said, it could be for the grandchildren when they visit, and maybe the teen stays in the green bedroom. It's really up to you using the house. And like, I fully expect people to take this house, take everything out of it, and use the rooms how they see fit. I'm fully okay with that. You know, just make it your own. But this is for B's Sims and how her Sims would live. And so like more Blackpink posters, and then some like anime posters, the Harry Potter posters, and then just like this cool like gaming neon on the wall, and then having this accent wall with the moon and stars, and like custom setup of the TV and games, and that's basically it. So this is just a house for B. It's her dream house for her Sims. I am willing to do houses like this for anyone. You could just leave me a comment on the video or any of my videos, and I am going to have a Patreon, so if you're a Patreon or a channel membership, so that it will highlight your comment for me, and I'll work priority first with the highlighted comment and then general comments. If you want a house built like this, you can also email me at my email. It does take significant time for each house, so I would have a backlog as I get more followers. But if you leave me a comment with your dream home, what packs you have, what style you like, what your colors are, and give me the creative freedom to build you something within that style with those colors, whether you want CC or whether you want it to be specific packs, let me know that. And I could also do base game only. Just reach out to me, and I would, the same for like digital. I will do commissions for digital art. I also do commissions for paintings. My only condition with that is that if it's digital, I can do video of myself doing the digital art. If it's me painting, I may try to get a camera tripod set up. And if I do, I would like to be able to film myself for content as I work on your piece. And I think that's everything for today. So this is Drelvin Den signing off, and I will see you soon. The skybox in this game. Beautiful. This may be my favorite build to date. Well, the exterior is just, I think it's just stunning.